Welcome everybody to the Stephanie Boxall gold medal game for the Open Women's Ice Hockey Championships of Australia. Today we have got the home team Queensland playing against the away team South Australia, battling out to see who will be the 2024 champions. I'm Dawn Watt, and I've got Amelia Matheson here with me commentating.
Hello, Dawn. Hello,
I'll read
everyone.
out the team list. For Queensland, goaltender number 1, Imogen Perry. Goaltender number 31, Katie Meyer. Number 2, Sophia Dionisio. Number 8, assistant captain, Courtney Mahoney. Number 11, Seren Powell. Number 13, Samantha Brophy. Number 15, Grace Duffy. Number 16, Katrina Rapchuk. Number 17, Millie Lee. Number 20, Kate Barber. Number 22, Jamie Goonan. Number 23, Abby Brown. Number 24, Amanda Dixon. Number 28, Lisa McMahon. Number 29, Georgia Watts. Number 39, Brianne Byer. Coaches, Matt Meyer, Colin Dionisio. Manager, Chantel Rapchuk. For South Australia, 47, goaltender, Amelia Knott. 82, goaltender, Danielle Calvarisi. Number 2, Jamie Lunn. Number 3, Layla Gavine. Number 6, Justine Rufino. Number 8, Darlene Harris. Number 9, Caitlin Malthoner. Number 19, Marnie Trapolino. Number 20, Amber Bedell. Number 21, Montana Martin. Number 24, Elena Holub. Number 31, Laura West. Number 49, Madeline Langevin. Number 50, Courtney Crafter. Number 52, Natalie Ayres. Number 91, Amy Newbound. Coaches, Jeff Fody, John Balderall, and manager, Joe Phillips. It looks like our referee with today will be Davida Paul, and we've got Owen Coral and Isabella on the lines. Amelia, Queensland. I mean, ACT has just blown everybody away in this tournament. There's no doubt about it. And
Absolutely.
You know what? It was only 3-0 in the game against them. It was fantastic in that semifinal.
Yeah.
And SA coming out probably the underdogs potentially in that game against New South Wales. I think that was the crowd feeling anyway, and ended up winning 3-2.
3-2, yeah, over New South Wales. Yeah, it's as I've mentioned for every one of these games, it's anyone's game. There's no real, you might have a feel, like you said, in the crowd there that they might be like, ooh, someone's, a little bit hotter than the others, but you just don't know. You don't know who, what things are going to work for, how passing is, how the shots are, they come off your stick. It's just, it's unpredictable. So I just hope that it's a good, clean game for everyone, and exciting.
Yes, and just to confirm, I've just got the update here that linesman's last name is Russell. That is Isabella Russell. I think this game is going to be so tight.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so close. I think that SA take a long time to warm up. Like, it scares me how long it takes for them to be a team. They're a third period team.
Yeah.
But they're crazy good third period team. I think New South was leading 2-0 yesterday
They
after
were,
the first and second.
No, first, and then they came out hot in the second.
Yep.
And then they came out even hotter in the third. So,
and it was just, and they were behind 10-2 on shots after the first period, SA. So we may not see them, pick up until they do normally in their third period. Queensland are just relentless. They're just bang, 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 over and over and over.
Yeah, and that's one thing Adelaide have to watch there is if Queensland don't get too big of a jump too early. Otherwise, that chase coming back in that second and third period might be a bit of a hard slog there. So, I'm really excited to see what's ahead here, but I think it's going to be a tight game.
All right, well, we'll get the game underway. Both teams are going to their benches. So our starting goaltender for Queensland is Katie Meyer, number 31. And our starting goaltender for South Australia is number 47, Amelia Knott. All right, SA with the draw. Passed up to Malthoner. Knocked back in by Queensland. Holub will chase it. Malthoner, she gets that out. She's sending it down the ice. It looks like it'll be on the goalie. It won't be icing. Rapchuk gets back there. She's got Ayres on her tail, so Meyer decides to cover it.
Yeah, and that was fine there. She was, looks like she was in hopes that she was going to get that, but goalie did the right thing there by just covering it.
Face off in the Queensland zone. Queensland tip it forward. Brophy. Dixon moves the puck. Dixon to Rapchuk. So Trapolino keeps it in. That's glove down. And South Australia regroup in the neutral zone. Rapchuk taking the puck up. Harris gives her a little bit of body. West taps it over, but now Brown's got it. She's going down the ice. She's got McMahon. She's got Mahoney. Mahoney on the boards. She'll dump it in. And SA's going to move that puck out. That's Langevin. She's still going. She's dumped it in. She's chasing behind the net. She's on Duffy. Duffy sends that down. I don't think it was touched. We've got an icing thing. SA are skating for it. It will be called icing.
Yeah, kind of going one way and the other way there, but the puck carriers are just heading into a busy area, so they've kind of got no choice there just to dump it in though. I mean, a dumping chase can work if you've dumped it into the sweet spot.
Queensland win the draw. That puck gets up to Mahoney. Let's watch her wheels go. She's got McMahon. They got 2 on Mahoney. It wouldn't surprise me if that's part of SA's game plan, Amelia.
Yeah, it'd be a smart play.
She's very, very good. We've got a whistle. It looks like, was that offside or icing? No. I didn't quite see what happened there. It must have been offside,
yeah.
So they're calling it intentional to bring it all the way back in the zone like that. So Queensland don't get a line change. They're going to have tired lanes. SA. Langevin gets the draw back. Trapolino, she'll fire it on. Meyer takes care of that. SA pop it in front. Trapolino dumps it back in. Harris wants that puck back to try and get a better pass on next time. Here comes Rapchuk. She's going to take behind the net and set up to McMahon. McMahon taps it up to Brown. Mahoney's there. Can she beat the D? She does. And that's saved by Knott.
That's a good save there.
Yeah, Amelia Knott, she's just a young, I think she might be Tange age. I think she's just a teenager.
Yep.
And she's improved out of sight.
Yeah, she looks quite confident in that, which is really good.
Watts with the draw. Up to the point. No, Rat says the puck came out. Linesman Coral says it was out. He was a little bit off of his line there, but
yeah,
he was confident. The girls are not. Girls are convinced it was still a little bit on the line, but he was a bit off his line there.
Definitely.
Watts can't win it. That's back to Rapchuk. Rapchuk. Watts, Brophy. Brophy will go wide. She's got Watts if she can find her stick. No, Watts has gone past the net now. Barber's in front. Coach calls for point. Rapchuk sends it in. That hits leg on West. And Dunn will take it down the ice. Lund, sorry, will take it down the ice. Lund fires it. Hits defenseman Dixon. Here goes Rapchuk on a change. Trying to take advantage of that line change, but Holub, who's been excellent, absolutely excellent for this SA team.
Yeah, she's impressed me a
saves
lot.
that goal. Powell. That puck's come out and gone back in, but Watts has it now anyway. Watts fires it on net. McMahon's there. Holub. McMahon battling. Puck tied up. They'll have to move it. Boonen sends it back in. SA will regroup. Big pass there from Holub. She's looking for Malthiner. They've waved it off because SA got there first. Harris is there. What a shot from Harris. Great pass from Harris and to Darlene Harris, but Meyer was up for the task. Been a long time between whistles again. I'm doing a lot of talking. Here goes Mahoney. Mahoney, she sees the shot. She shoots. Looks like that was blocker side above the pads.
Yeah, and that's a great skate by Mahoney there. She enters the zone with speed, and yeah, if you can catch the defense off footed, she's away. So, and we all know that she can shoot really well.
She can shoot, and I'm so impressed with her speed.
Yeah.
Is she an adult yet, or is she a young player?
She is an adult now.
She is an adult. I'm not too familiar with a lot of the younger girls.
Yeah.
I saw some of them like Watts and Rapchuk and Brunt and the rest of them come up through on the Adams and coaching against them for Ginsberger to Freeze. But
yeah, well, some of those are still juniors.
Yeah,
so
some of them are, but Mahoney's not.
No.
SA pressuring with the puck. They want to get this one back. Ayers taps it in front. Sorry, I think. Oh, she's been pushed into the net. She had it well before that.
Yeah. That's the net presence that SA need, though. It's if Queensland are going to collapse like that, they do need to come in there with a bit of havoc so that they can try and pick up some loose pucks to get it through there.
All right, face-off in Queensland zone. 10 minutes 30 remaining in period 1 of the gold medal match of the Stephanie Boxall Championship. Shots are 2 for 2. Not a lot of shots yet this game, but Queensland is leading 1-0. Pony, SA Ruffino will slap it in. It won't be icing. Dixon, Eris. There's a line chain. Eris wants someone to give that puck to. Here come West and Lunn. She gets it into the corner for Lunn. West is charging to the net. Little tap, and it doesn't hit the stick. Oh, that was a good play. Those Queensland defensemen need to watch for that person sneaking through into the slot.
Yeah, I can hear their coach just yelling out, watch their sticks, take their sticks. So.
All right, Rapchuk. Rapchuk over to Dixon. That'll get up to Brown. Here goes Lee. She can't control it. Rapchuk will fire it in. Holub, she sees West. West gets a bit of stick on it because that was going down the ice. Brown taps it back. Another good pass by Holub, but just a bit too hard for her teammate. And Watts is going to just calm things down a bit. Coach is yelling time. He's yelling self. He's giving her a bit of space. She's chipped it through. She's got Dionisio with her. There goes the puck to Harris. SA can't control it in this end. Trapolino's got it. She takes a shot wide. She had a lot more time there. I think she just panicked a bit.
Sure. Yep.
Harris dumps it in. Queensland will have to reset. Okay, Duffy pops it in the corner. McMahon's going to forecheck here, playing a 1-2-2 forecheck, really keeping that box together. And Eris is down. She's taking advantage of a bit of a mismatch in lines here. We've got the captain on. There's West in the corner. Pumps it in the middle. Mounther can't get it. Here goes Mahoney again. She's got Brown and McMahon with her. Goes to try to give it to Brown, but Holub saves the day. SA with the puck in their corner. They get it out. Dixon. There's Justine Ruffino. Holub with another big. It was tipped, but the defense are sometimes sending that puck a little bit too hard for their wingers, I think.
Yeah. And, a nice direct pass is always good, but when it's too hard, sometimes it is unnecessary. You can just feed them a nice pass so it sets them up.
Watts goes in, takes a shot herself. That goes wide. Back up to Rapchuk. Rapchuk in the corner to Watts. Sorry, that's Brown. Nope, neither one of them. It's Barber. And yeah, Amelia's patting me on the back now. She knows I'm tired. I'm so tired.
You're doing really
sorry
well.
about that. We're back now. Harris to Lunn. She's got Bedell. Bedell's gonna battle for it. They've got Harris in front. Rapchuk and Holub can't stop that on the line. That'll go all the way down. They are calling it icing, and I'm a bit surprised on that one. I think I would have probably would have waved that off. Rapchuk's also saying that, you know, there was an attempt and it just missed the stick. And you know, when someone misses the stick like that, it should be waved off, because that is their responsibility to stop that puck when it's just, you know, in an obvious spot.
Yeah, you can see the body language on. You wouldn't even have to be down there to know what she was saying, but you can, you know, body language. You could tell that the attempt wasn't fully there for that.
She's talking to the wrong linesman, though. The back linesman's job is to put his arm up and say that it was shot before the red line. It's the front linesman's responsibility to wave that off. So we've got Malthiner. She doesn't have much. She didn't have much there. Queensland are playing such an effective box +1 that she had to try and bring it around. She wasn't going to penetrate that. Langevin. Mahoney's got it. And here she goes. Still got the puck. McMahon's there, tops it in. It's wide of the net. And Goonan on the point. Hits Holub in front of the net. Powell tries to get that out, and again, SA will ice that puck again, and you know, it's an interesting tactic, because now they're tired.
Yeah.
They're tired, and I'm not sure if she realizes how strong she is, Elena Holub.
I watch her in a couple of other games, and she actually does that play, and I think it's out of like sort of panic. It's there, I've got to clear it, and like you mentioned, maybe she doesn't realize how strong she can actually hit it, but just a simple out of the zone would be enough.
All right. Brophy. Back to Goonan to Brophy. Oh, Watts keeps it in. And some of the SA forwards had already left the zone, but the D held position there. Holub. Hard shot by Malthner. Unfortunately, Langevin couldn't get that puck. West. Holub. Holub keeps it in. Powell gets that puck out, though. Georgia Watts, she's going to wheel up the boards with it. She's got Brown with her. She'll take it herself and shoot. Not. Interesting, not dropped it. And so the defenseman, Holub, shoots it down the ice. It goes on the goalie, so it won't be icing. And they've got some pressure now from SA. There's 3 girls in the zone. Powell's down. Harris has knocked it back. And we've got West on top of it. Brophy comes up with it. 4 SA girls all on the same side of the ice in a line.
Yeah, not going to give them much option if they win the puck there.
Yeah, Gavine, West, they're battling. Gavine sends it back into the corner. Bedell's going to come up with it. She needs someone in front of the net to pass it to. She puts it out to West, but she wasn't there. Gavine will try to get it in. Queensland have it out. We've got a 2-on-1 here. There's going to be a call. Call on the play. Number 13, Brophy. Body contact.
Yeah, I don't think it helps Brophy is putting your arms up. It makes it look like you knew it was going to be there, as opposed to sort of arms open into kind of.
Classic. Well, I didn't do anything.
I didn't do it.
Yeah. No, she just was.
She's strong.
She's kind of just skated
though.
through that one. You know, it wasn't a whole bunch of intent. She just skated through.
Yeah.
So SA go on the power play. 4 minutes 9 in the first period. Shots are 3-3. Queensland lead 1-0, so SA are really going to want to come up and get a goal quickly here. Shot from Yagin through traffic, and Myers there. She's down. SA still have the puck.
A lot of bodies in front of the net there.
Yeah. Langevin, she gets out to Holub. Holub snapshot that hits Meyer. SA still have it. They're battling. Mounther gives it to Gavin. Gavin into traffic, and Mounther tried to deflect it. And Katie Meyer saw it through the traffic, which is impressive. We've got a little bit of push and shove happening here.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be anything in it. I think Davida Paul knows that let's just keep this as it is.
They're competing.
Let's just keep it as it is. We don't need a penalty on that play.
Meyer's all over that puck too. Like there's a lot of bodies and a lot of legs in front of her, and when the shot comes down low like that, she really has to keep her eye on tracking that. See her reaching a leg out on that replay.
Yeah. All right. Queensland try to dump it down the ice. It gets out, so SA will have to clear the zone. Minute 24 left in the penalty to Brophy. Rapchuk fires it down the ice. SA will need to get that. With minute 13, they're going to want to get that puck back down into Queensland zone very quickly. Really good pressure here from Queensland. Playing a bit of an aggressive PK. Oh, pass from Bedell gets right to Mahoney's stick. No tripping call on that play. The bench has gone up in outrage. Holub is looking for Bedell. Ended up putting on Mahoney's stick. Dixon will fire it down the ice. 31 seconds left. SA want to get this puck back in that zone. We need more shots on Meyer if they're going to tie this game up.
That's an aggressive forecheck by Queensland.
Very aggressive on the PK.
It's working for them.
Yeah. You know my philosophy, Amelia. You know I'm a very passive box player as a coach. It kind of freaks me out.
I think if you've got the right person going forward, though, and know it, that they can get back. Yep. Someone with lungs and speed.
Yep. Here comes Eris. She wants to keep that puck in. The penalty is over, and we have 5-on-5 hockey, and they didn't pay attention to Brophy coming out of the pen box. And fortunately for Queensland, for SA, Amelia not had that one. Now Brophy did take probably an unnecessary little slash there. You know, not had that completely covered up. There was no puck, and you know, referees, we don't mind if you can still see a little edge of puck if you want to take a whack, but there was no puck there. So Brophy, you know, rightly so, the SA defenseman said, I don't think so, and gave him a shove. Yeah.
I think 3 of them ended up on her, and she just stood there smiling because she knew. She's probably like, whoops, I shouldn't have done that.
All right, 5-on-5 hockey, a minute 56 remaining in period 1. And the away team, South Australia, thanks to that penalty, have got more shots now, 7-4. Icing called on South Australia.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an actual official announcement with the owner of car Retro NJW 410 they're both round, of the Kia Sorrento blocking driveway down the road.
All right, Mahoney and Langevin. Here comes Mallenther. Doesn't come out. Oh, we've got an injury on the play. Rapchuk is hurt.
Yeah, she's
very hurt.
And she doesn't go down very easily. She's
No.
a tucker. She's saying her leg.
Yeah,
She's pointing at a knee. Or maybe foot. We had Coach up over here with his 2 hands in the air on that one. So
I think it was, in my opinion, it was a puck on the blue line. There was a battle for it.
Yeah, I think she's just gone down funny.
She's just gone down funny. Yeah. Whether it was an intentional check, I'm not of that opinion.
Twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've just got a report from the media room that as she landed, her leg was twisted under and she landed on it. She landed on her leg. Yeah, we don't tend to show replays of that for the audience at home. We don't tend to show replays on injuries like that.
No.
It's not something that we need to review when a player gets hurt.
No.
So we're going to look possibly for the backboard here. Yep, we're going to get the backboard and get the player off the ice. Yell down for the backboard. So we do have a player down. We do have Katrina Rapchuk down. It appears to be her knee. We're taking a chair out. We're going to lift her up. They'll get her up into the chair.
That is, yeah, that's devastating. That's a tough loss for Queensland. She's one of their strongest players, so to see that, I hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, like you said before, though, she's a tough cookie, that one. She's been playing with the boys forever, and she can take a lot.
Yeah.
So for her to stay down and immediately... Oh, it's not Rapchuk. Everybody at home, it's not Rapchuk. We thought it was Rapchuk.
Got you.
Wow, we've got you, everybody. So it's 15. It's not 16. That's a 15. That's Grace Duffy.
Oh,
That's
bless.
Grace Duffy.
Yeah, she's got her hands up to her face.
Oh, yeah. So I'm sure Duffy is.
Oh, she's devastated. Oh, the poor darling.
Yeah.
I feel for her on that.
She's devastated.
Yeah.
She's in a lot of pain. We're seeing some face here. So she's off the ice now. We'll probably give the teams 10 seconds to regroup. 10, 20 seconds, the refs will. And then we'll get this game underway. So we'll give an update for you later. So everybody at home, apologies, especially if it's any of Rapchuk's family there. Rapchuk is fine. Unfortunately,
number 15.
Duffy, 15, Grace Duffy is the injured player on the ice there.
Still a tough loss, though, because she's been doing well in this tournament as well, and being a defenseman.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're now a D
Queensland
down.
team.
Yeah.
The whole Queensland team, you know, have been great. And Meyer's running the lines. He's running those D lines. He's running people. Everyone's getting ice, which is great.
So they're going from having 5D down to 4. So there's a lot of ice time for the girls
5D.
coming up.
Okay, so we've got referees conferring here, and they're talking to the benches. Just trying to listen to what might be happening with the referees and the coaches.
Yeah, couldn't hear anything on that one.
No, we can't hear. So I don't think there was a call on the play. I think we're going to blow the whistle, and I think we're going to get moving.
He's kind of hanging around though, the linesman, so maybe he does have to grab someone.
Are we getting someone for a penalty?
Yeah,
it's possible.
Devine's over there with the pen box attendants now.
Sorry to the viewers at home, we're not quite sure what's going on. Clearly someone's got a penalty. So we've got the linesman. So we've been told it's 5 in a game for interference. We haven't got a player number yet. It is 5 in a game for interference. So they will, so whatever player that was will now be removed from the game, and a player will have to sit their spot for the 5 minutes.
I wonder if no one's owning up to it because the play kind of happened a while ago now, so.
No.
Do they have a number?
They don't have a number, I don't think so.
Okay, number 9's going to sit the penalty.
9 sitting the penalty. It looks like 91 has Amy Newbound. It looks like 91 has sat the penalty, or pardon me, has been given the penalty. And we'll get the play underway in South Australia's end. Well, we've just, the ref. A little bit more concern going on with the referees. Apologies to the audience at home. They're still trying to work out this penalty.
Queensland crowds trying to get their Queensland team going off this. Cheering over in the crowd
I think
there.
they're waiting. Yep, they were waiting for the penalty to go up on the clock. Okay, we're back. We're underway. Minute 32 in period 1. Queensland lead SA 1-0. SA is on a penalty kill for 5 minutes. Mahoney with a shot that ends up off SA shin pads. And Brophy, that'll go, and Knott will cover that puck up. Well, the whistle's been blown. The puck got loose, but from Davida Paul's point of view, she missed a sight of it, so, you know, that's her time to blow it up.
Yeah.
So on the power play, we've got Rapchuk, Brown, Brophy, Mahoney,
Adelaide taking their time getting out there.
and Watts. Okay, minute left in period 1 of the gold medal match. Rapchuk will keep it in. Rapchuk around the net. Is she going to try for the wraparound? She's not. She's got Mahoney at the top of the point. That's out. And we've got Lunn. Lunn's on a breakaway. She's got Mahoney on her, though. Mahoney's fast. Mahoney takes it off of her. There won't be any penalty on the play there, so Lunn just sort of was on her way down herself, I think.
Yeah, she was kind of falling on that angle, was taking a tight edge there.
Yeah, Rapchuk comes back down, shot wide. Brophy, 16 seconds. That puck is out. They're allowed to ice that puck because there's a penalty. Queensland will probably just hold on to it, maybe waste some time. 6 seconds. Pass out, 3 seconds. And that's the end of the period. So at the end of the first period of the gold medal match of the Stephanie Boxall Championships, we have Queensland leading 1-0. They're being outshot by SA 7-6. That was an interesting little last few minutes there. From what we can understand, they know that there was a penalty, but they don't know the number of the person. I'm not quite sure how that then all pans out. It would probably, if the penalty was there, they probably went and asked the coach who that was. They don't have the benefit of replay as hindsight. We don't have a war room sitting in New York or Toronto reviewing these plays and telling the referees, you know, who it was and what they did.
Yeah.
So they just, in the ref's opinion, there was something harsh that happened.
Yep.
And
from
they
up
needed to
here
do
looking
something.
down, it looked like that no one on Adelaide was saying anything. They're just keeping
No.
quiet and going, will you figure it out?
Yeah, who do you think it is? So we're not entirely sure. We think it was 91 Amy Newbound, but we did see her go to the dressing room. But what we do know for sure is that at number 9, Caitlin Malthiner is sitting the penalty. So 1-0, pretty much even game. Look at the shots.
Very close game.
SA's not actually being outshot in the first period. That's a first for this game. They're actually even, and so if they have a wicked third period like they have been, Coach Meyer might want to pocket a couple more goals here first.
Yeah. We're going into period 2 though, and we all know that period 2 can sometimes be a dip when you go on period after period. So as we seen yesterday, SA actually found second wind and came out strong there to be able to even that up with New South Wales. So I'm guessing they're going to be looking for the same opportunity here, and we're just going to see how Queensland respond and if they can stop that and produce something for themselves.
All right, period 2 underway. Just waiting for Meyer to okay the referee. All right, SA win the draw forward. Brophy's with Brown and Watts. Brophy just looking for someone to make that pass to. Watts doesn't have her stick on the ice. Sneaky little play there from Rapchuk, sneaking in behind the net. Watts is back on D.
Yeah. That's good
SA
support there.
wanna
They
ice
just need
that
to jump
puck.
early. Yep.
Oh, didn't get it out. Needed to fire it a little more wide of Mahoney. Mahoney with a little snapshot on the ice and not puts that in the corner.
Nice. That's good play. Take it out there and settle that down to be able to create a shot opportunity.
Mahoney to Rapchuk. Rapchuk to Watts. Watts finds Abby Brown, but it gets picked off by Eris, who wanted to ice it, and the boards bounced it funny back to her stick, so she's going to go down and have a shot. And Meyer tips that back out, but unfortunately Langevin had gone for a change instead of rushing for that rebound. Mahoney's in, and that's saved by not the original save, but Brophy is there. Brophy with a goal.
Yeah, that's good trailing through into the net there. It's always good to have that support there, because if the initial shot doesn't go in, you can always got someone coming for the rebound. Courtney does a great job of getting it all the way through though, and Sam's just there to pick up the scraps. That's a great job. Well done, Queensland.
Bit of an error down on the other end where on a PK, Eris took off, fair enough. But Langevin was behind her, but then decided to do a line change.
Yeah.
And so when that shot was saved, that just meant the rush could just take off. And it was effectively 5-on-2 because Eris was so deep and the other girl had changed.
Yep.
So that starts all the way back in the other zone, these goals sometimes. Shots are 9-8 for Queensland. They're winning 2-0 currently over SA. There's still a minute 58 left on SA's penalty now. For those of you at home, I've said it before, but we've got a
Queensland bench has erupted here.
Yeah, they think that was crossed the line, but they'd already waved it off. But as I was saying, you know, Queensland scored that goal, and we didn't get anyone out of the penalty box because 5-minute majors, you do not get out of the penalty box when a goal is scored. So I think Queensland aren't protesting too much. I think they knew the whistle had already been blown before that puck trickled across the line and was waved off. Barber. McMahon's behind the net. McMahon puts it in front. Lee's there. And SA will clear that out. They've got a minute 30 left playing 5-on-4 hockey.
That's a long power play, long PK.
It's a long PK. It's a very long PK. Brophy started the tournament pretty slow, but she has really, really come good, especially in the semifinals and the finals here. Eris. Barber sends it around. Brophy. Gavin keeps it in. 54 seconds left in the penalty to SA. Here comes Rapchuk. She's just going to go all the way. She's up against Gavin. Gavin with the puck. Oh, wow. That's why you don't give up. Gavin had that puck. She had caused Rapchuk to lose it for a bit, and Gavin had it in her feet, and she lifted her foot up to kick it. And as she lifted her foot up to kick it, the puck slips through. Back to Rapchuk, right back onto her stick.
It looks like Rapchuk actually kicks it off her foot too, which keeps the momentum going forward there, which worked in her favour.
And right through
just
the 5-hole, just
yeah.
a trickle through the 5-hole, just a little misstep from not there to not have that covered.
Yeah, well, we seen Rapchuk yesterday skate end to end and be able to finish off, and she's just done it again in a very important game.
Very important game. 12:15 left in the second period. Queensland leading South Australia 3-0. Shots 11-8. Queensland, SA still battling. They're not giving up any of this game. They're going to keep working very hard all the way to the very end, and we know they're a third period team. We've still got more than half of the second period here. They're just warming up, I'm sure. Brown. Battle on the boards. Trying to move the puck. They got to move the puck. Brophy gets it out. Coach is yelling time. Because we've got an SA player. Here comes Malanther. The penalty is over. SA were looking to get that puck up to her. And so it's 5-on-5 hockey. So 2 goals were scored on that 5-minute major. Mahoney sends that puck in, go for a line change. Barber, McMahon, and Lee. SA, Eris has got the puck here. She's got Malinther with her. She tries up high. She almost gets it in. Meyer just gets a shoulder on it.
Yeah, it was a good shoulder raise there.
And that's going to be a penalty to Queensland.
Yeah.
If you hit the puck out, now for a lot of rinks in Australia, there is no glass. So the play goes all the way to the roof. So if the netting comes down to the boards, you can play it pretty much to the top of the netting. Newcastle does have glass, which means anything that hits the netting in the defensive zone by the defender is a 2-minute penalty.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. When you're under pressure, you kind of just like, I just need to get it moving, and sometimes they unfortunately do go higher than you wanted.
Olub from the point, that's deflected up over the net. And Olub will set it up. Eris. Lee's tried to take a puck off Eris, but isn't successful. Eris sees Malinther. She tips it back for Holub. Holub fires it on net, but that hits Dixon. Dixon's felt that one. That stings. She's limping a little bit. Holub again, but she sends it across to Trapolino. Trapolino. Oh, pass out there to Eris, and she couldn't quite get there. Holub. Holub fires again, looking for a deflection. It's wide. Eris, they've got a good power play here. It's a very effective power play, but Katie Meyer's standing on her head. Queensland defense are working hard. Pass out, misses Malinther's stick. Holub to Eris. Eris has Malviner and Bedell. Bedell's there. The puck comes across. It's at her feet. A little whack. Malinther. It's under Myers. It's still not covered. And Queensland will knock that out. No, it stays in. SA still have it. Lund sends it to the corner. Bedell. Ruffino can't keep it in. SA have to clear the zone. And now Goonan can send that puck down the ice. 10 seconds remaining in the penalty to Karina Rapchuk. Here comes Lund. She loses the puck. Go Queensland. Rapchuk's out. She's there. Mahoney may not realize that she's there. She's trying to beat the D. Shot. Big rebound, and Rapchuk wasn't quite in the right spot for that one. And that's not an icing. And that should be, was that 6 men?
No,
they'd already got off before.
Yeah, someone got off this bench and
yeah, right. We're
bench.
not used to seeing the player come off before the other one goes on. Normally you have your player go on before the other one jumps off, so that would have been 6 men, but Queensland are clear. Rapchuk, she's playing up front because she's come out of the box and still hasn't had a rest. She gets to McMahon on the point. McMahon sends it back in. Barber. It's chipped out. Dixon fires it back in. Queensland will clear. Gavin. Malthiner. Harris is there. Here goes Barber. Lee has it to Watts. A little bit of a flick there that goes wide. Malthaner sends it down, and there's Eris all alone. She loses the puck. Oh, that's not like her at all.
No.
Oh, and we're going to have a penalty on Langevin here. Looks like Dixon went down. I thought it was a bit soft there. Dixon looked like she was already on her way down herself.
Yeah.
Langevin doesn't look too happy about it.
No, she put her arms up straight away.
Yeah. That's what it is. So unfortunately for SA, being down 3-0 with 7:14 left in the second period, the last thing they want is to have to play on another PK.
Yeah. At least this one's only 2 minutes and not a full 5 minutes.
This
on
is
that
true.
one,
This
so
is true.
They might have a better opportunity at killing 2 minutes.
Queensland got Brophy. Rapchuk's playing on forward now. I think she might have done that since they lost Duffy. I think they've decided to maybe just run the 2 lines of D with the 4D and not have a 5th D and try to work them in, and has put Rapchuk on forward. Now, that's interesting. I mean, she's clearly an excellent offensive defenseman. So, I wonder what she can do up there. Lund fires it on Meyer as it hits off Mahoney's leg. Ref's making Meyer play it. Brophy, a little bit of body there from Lund. We don't know where the puck is. There it is. That puck's out. Rapchuk sends it in. SA will ring it around, and it rims all the way around into the Queensland bench.
They got lucky on that one too, just having the people get off the bench quick enough without other players going on. Or that could have been too many men for them.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yeah, so they've been putting Courtney up on the power play, up on the quarterback position there, and Rapchuk's like gone down low, so
possibly that's what's happening. Yep. A minute left in the penalty to South Australia. 6 minutes 12 left in the period, and Queensland have regained the shot count, out shooting SA 12-11 at the moment. Goonan, hard pressure by Captain Malthaner. Harris forechecking hard. Dixon. SA want to ice this puck, but they're just smacking around their zone. They need to turn, and they need to ice this puck. They need to kill these last 25 seconds. The last thing they want is for this game to go up to 4-0. Queensland keep it in. 16 seconds. Harris really needs to just turn and fire it down the ice. That's, I'm as you know, passive.
Yeah.
Passive, you know.
Just play it simple.
And they're tired. They're
Yeah,
tired.
they
They've
are.
played so many PKs. Just send it down the ice. Queensland can't score from there.
Yeah. Yeah, simplify your game as best you can. Nat didn't even have the energy there to really rim it as hard as what she probably could normally, so.
So Eris and Langevin out. Eris has got a breakaway here. She passes it across, and that's in the net. That is a goal. So she passed across. She had Malthaner and I want to say Langevin. Yes, I think Langevin might have been the one to put that out. We'll look at the replay here.
Yeah,
so Eris gets past. She could have shot right here, but she passes it across. It does hit Langevin's stick. And I believe that it's
The three of them all rushing really well
there.
there.
Yeah, so it was the first one in, so it was Langevin. That's a fantastic play.
Yeah, it's a good play by Nat. She probably ran out of wind there too, so she's like, you finish it off for me.
We were just saying they're exhausted.
Yeah.
They're exhausted. They need to get off the ice, need to ice that puck, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, Adelaide back in the game.
Back in the game. Shot from Lund, covered by Meyer.
A little push and shove there. Don't get too
it's
close.
hockey.
Don't get too close to my goalie.
It's hockey. You gotta have a little push and shove. All right, linesman's dropping the puck. Well, we've got a warning to Queensland. SA win the draw. And now the referee has given a warning to SA. So each side has a warning. They both better be good, or one of them's going to the penalty box. Puck's dropped. No one really won the draw there. Lund chipped it up, and
the puck was still free.
The puck was very much free. I've seen a bit of that this tournament. Is that really quick whistle? without that effort to just sort of move around.
Yeah,
you know, if
you can see
they're getting
Davina
blocked.
wasn't moving too much
She wasn't
in there.
moving. She just.
I can't see it. I'll blow the whistle.
I'll blow the whistle. Yeah, and
Which
that
can
was
be very
that was a
frustrating.
scoring opportunity for
Yeah.
SA for sure.
Yeah. I'd be yelling.
So West has the puck. She's going to try and get it down the ice. Gavin has it. She gains the red line. I like to see that. And then shoots it into the corner. Here comes Rapchuk. She's got Brophy. How did we end up on a 2-on-0? How did we end up? And that is 4-1. I don't know what just happened there.
They changed. They went onto the strong side here. And when the player attempted to get to the red line and clear it in, they all jumped off the ice.
Both
and
defense
it
jumped
went
off.
The dump in, though, went straight to Rapchuk. And, I mean, she's going to skate it.
So they.
And that's a beautiful goal.
That's a beautiful
yeah, she took
goal.
the goalie there.
Beautiful goal. But I want to say that both defensemen probably didn't realize that each other had decided to pinch up and then change there.
Yeah, I feel a bit bad for SA's goalie there. That's a lot of
2-0.
Queensland bodies coming down.
You know, and SA just worked. Timeout South Australia, but SA just worked so hard to get that puck back, Amelia, that goal back to 3-1. We just said they were in the game, and then now 4-1.
And that's what, fatigue. It can, you end up making some crucial mistakes, and probably not the right time to be changing up majority of your line.
Yeah.
If you knew the dump in was really deep and it went where it turned the D and they had to go all the way back, different scenario, but you've got to keep your eyes open on that one. Did it go past? Oh no, the defense got it. I'm staying on, and to apply that pressure, because that's a breakaway goal there. Beautiful goal.
All right, I think the 30 seconds are up. Referee Paul is blowing her whistle. So we need these teams back on the ice.
Queensland still celebrating Rapchuk there.
It was a pretty sick goal.
Yeah.
Do they still say sick these days, the kids?
Fully sick.
They say fully sick?
Yeah.
You're kind of like a kid. All right, Queensland lob that puck into SA's zone.
See the lob works.
The lob works.
Yeah, icing
is that the right word? Lob?
Lob.
Trapolino, Pull up to Malthaner. Langevin. Watts stands her up. Trapolino sends it in. And Queensland are going to chip that out of the zone. Watts is chasing. Pull-up's down. She's giving it to West. Malthaner falls on her own, I think, there. Watts. Queensland playing with a lot of ease now. They've a little bit of the stress and the nerves are out. They can be a bit more creative. SA, they need to be playing with grit and determination here. Here goes Bedell. She's getting around everybody. A little bit of a tip pass to Harris. Harris will not get the shot away. I'm not sure what happened there. Holub hits the side of the net. Harris holds it against the boards. Oh, that's a hit in the back.
Yeah.
I want to say that in women's hockey, we might be looking at 5 in a game here. Let's see what this call goes as. You're not allowed. A hit in the back in contact hockey is one thing. A hit in the back in women's hockey, it's boarding. Now,
she's actually, the Queenslander's questioning it. She doesn't realize what she's done, but
she's definitely boarded the girl, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure if you're allowed to do it too for boarding. In women's, you may be allowed. I know body contact, full-on checking generally goes to 5 in a game. So that'd just be a 2-minute minor. 2-minute minor for boarding.
Adelaide have to really capitalize on being on the power play for this one.
They do. 2 minutes 54 left in the second period. They're trailing 4-1.
Yeah.
If they can go into the dressing room at 4-2, a totally different mindset.
Absolutely.
Queensland iced that puck. Knott comes out and play. That scares me. Scares me when they come out like that.
Is that why you're not a goalie? Too much
There's a lot
pressure.
of reasons why I'm not a goalie. Hand-eye coordination might be one of them.
Knees.
My knees, my age. So here goes Aris, sorry. Langevin chasing in. So we need Gavin to keep it in. She's going to keep it in. She chips it to the corner. We got to make sure that we're getting it on stick. It's got to be tape to tape on the power play. Gavin takes it over. Minute 7 left in Queensland's penalty. And that'll be icing on SA. That's unfortunate. An icing on a power play when you're down 4-1.
It was a good attempt. Like, Nat was there wide open. She had a stick out there, but it just went ahead of her, and she did try to lunge out to reach for it, but just went too far, and now it's back down in their end.
Minute 54 remaining in the second period. Shots on goal are 14-14. Very close. It seems like Queensland's dominating. SA are getting their shots in. Shot from Brophy. That'll get out. There goes Langevin. Lots of slashing happening. Stick hitting there, but no call. Goonan. Aris. What's she going to do with this puck? She needs some help here. That's a good pass out to Bedell. Bedell couldn't quite get it on the net. Queensland Tange team are yelling defense for their Queensland Boxall team. And Gavin sends it in, saved by Meyer. Bedell to Holub. Holub gets it down to Aris. No, that was Lund. And that puck is out. 7 seconds remaining in Queensland's penalty. So Queensland have really effectively killed the penalty that SA just desperately needed a goal on.
Yeah, they've done well there. That's even now.
Even strength. 50 seconds remaining. Holub. Holub finds number 50, Courtney Crafter. Here comes Mahoney, 27 seconds. She had McMahon. The puck was a little bit ahead of McMahon. The hand to Mahoney. Mahoney circling around. Mahoney with the goal. I think there was a screen on, not there. West ended up tripping her up. Let's see if we got a replay here.
She comes from the corner there.
So Mahoney comes around.
Makes a move.
She makes the shot, and I'm not sure what happened.
I think the
there.
SA player tries to step in there with a little bit of body.
Yeah.
And probably goes to drop down to try and block it there, but
and then
Mahoney's already in shot formation on that one.
It was completely blocked by her defenseman there. She
that
didn't
play
see that
from the
puck
corner
coming.
though, wheeling out from the corner around the top of the circles. That's a good Beth Kavanagh move there.
Yeah, and you know what? Goal in the last minute of play. It just teams just go so down.
Yeah.
You know, 5-1, 4-1 going in the change room wasn't great, but 5-1's really potentially hard to come back from.
It is.
But we have seen SA be crazy good in the third period.
Absolutely.
I was talking to John Botterill the other day, and he said he's a third period team.
Yep.
We don't know where they were for the first two, but they're a third period team. So, all right, well, that's us. It's the end of the second period. It's 5-1 Queensland over SA in the Stephanie Boxall National Open Age Women's Championship. We're going to take a 7 or 8 minute break while the Zamboni goes around and cleans the ice, and we'll be back for the third period. Welcome back to period 3 of the Seth Boxall gold medal match between Queensland and South Australia. Queensland leading 5-1. Let's see what South Australia can do. Queensland with the puck. Mahoney takes it over. Playing 5-on-5. No one's in the penalty box. Mahoney. Rapchuk. Rapchuk knocks it in. That goes to Malthaner. Dixon. Oh, Helob fumbles on a little bit. Malthaner just can't seem to get it past their blue line. I think SA are panicking a bit. They're not putting much together here.
Queensland have really put up a good wall here, though. Forechecking sticks in the way.
Yes, okay. Helob sends it down the ice. She sees West. West can't play it. Rapchuk. Gavin.'s going to skate it in. That's knocked up by Queensland. Brophy behind the net. SA getting it into the corner. And Rapchuk sends it down the ice. That wasn't touched by SA, so it's going to be an icing. Oh, waved off because Watts got there first out of nowhere. She comes flying. Goalie's stick. Goalie's lost her stick. And she falls on the puck.
Yeah, Watts
no goal.
Watts was heading in there pretty hard then, so I can see why the stickers ended up over in Cafe Corner.
Okay. And face off in SA zone. And Queensland keep it in. McMahon, Lee, and Mahoney. Gavin sends that down. It's no icing. It's been touched by Queensland. Powell to McMahon. Intercepted by Langevin. She's got nobody in front of the net. Harris is there now. She can't get the puck through. Harris is by herself. We just need a pass here. Oh, that pass was in the air from Bedell. Little loopy-floopy pass. They go up in the air.
I just feel like South Australia's, feel like they're probably under a lot of pressure. It is 5-1, I get that, but they need to calm down here. They need to make those passes. Like, they're crucial. That's an opportunity gone.
Yeah, and that pass there just went on to Mahoney's stick. And that shot wide by Powell. So West will move the puck up the ice. She loses it. Powell knocks it back for Watts. West is still battling. That shot is wide. And Watts can't get to the puck. She just falls over Ruffino. Dionisio, he's battling in the corner. Gavin gets taken off her by Watts. Watts behind the net. Brown, West. West is looking for Ayers.
South Australia are really struggling to exit their defensive zone here.
Yeah,
I mean, Queensland have just really retreated here, so.
Yeah, they're a bit slow. They're not really moving hard, moving the puck well. Queensland aren't looking super sharp either. I wonder if their legs got cold in the break, or you know what it is, Amelia. I think it's their 8th game. No, it's their 8th game, I think. It's not often. We haven't had ACT international championships in a very long time. I think last year was only a 4-team championship in Melbourne. And it's not often that they'll play 5 round robin games. So and then a semi-final, so 7 games. That's a lot of hockey and stop time as well. 7 games in 4.5 days. 4 and a
Yeah.
half, 5 days. That's a lot of hockey at stop time.
Tired thinking about it.
Yeah. SA, they'll get that puck out. Rapchuk sends it in. 10 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the third period. Queensland up 5-1. Shots 16 to 15, for Queensland. Lund will take the puck down the ice. She's got Bedell. She fires it. She hits Rapchuk with the puck. Queensland will move it out. And Lund. Lund fires it on. Meyer saves that one. Dixon to Rapchuk. Rapchuk, I think she thought the boards would bounce that out for a little better for her, so that's an icing. SA will get fresh eggs. Queensland will stay on the ice.
9 minutes left for South Australia. They've really got to settle it down here. They don't need to force things. They just, they need to get open, make sure those passes are tape to tape, and try to create something here.
Well, I think Montana Martin's on the ice. I'm not sure if we've seen her yet this game. For SA, Watts battling with Gavin. Harris. Gavin. Harris. Harris goes. She's got Malthunner and Martin. Big collision there, and Watts, Rapchuk to Watts. Ruffino. And Dixon dumps it into the corner. Queensland go for their line change. Brown's down there forechecking. Oh, a little bit of interference there. Not called. Gavin. Here goes Martin. She's got the puck. She's moving. Powell. Brown. Brown tries to get Mahoney, but misses her stick. Holub's there. Holub looks up for West. She steps out a bit too far. Goonan sends it back in. 8 minutes. Gavin to Lund. Lund's got the puck. She's got West with her. Shot for a rebound. West doesn't get that side of the rebound. Lund fires it on. And number 50, Courtney Crafter's out, and the puck's still free, but that's covered up. Lots of battling there. Oh, a little bit of shove. Everybody's stay away from my goalie.
Yeah.
Goalies have a lot of equipment on.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're all right.
They're tough.
They're all right. They're tough.
Yeah. They must feel nice though when they're like all their teammates protect them. They must feel good about it. Yeah, she's got my back.
Yep. Trapolino, she fires it on. That's deflected wide. Gavin. Gavin's down low. Langevin. Langevin in the back. She's got Bedell. Bedell's there. She goes for the wraparound. That's out. No one there for the rebound. Here comes Dixon.
That was a good look there by Adelaide. They sort of, kept, they had quite a bit of possession there and a few wraparounds there, but Katie's all over that
Puck's come
one.
out. That puck has come out. Queensland will back off. Gavin will take the puck in. And Holub can't keep it in over the line. Watts will chip it ahead. SA will have to regroup in their zone. 6 minutes, 35 seconds left in the third period. And Rapchuk will knock that out. She's She's got a habit of lifting that puck with her stick, but she put it into her own bench.
We've got coach here eyeing her down, thinking, hang on a sec, what have you done? I give you last time.
Did he hit her with? She hit him with the puck.
Yeah,
He's all right.
She has got him.
He's tough. The medic's looking. He's tough.
I think it's just hurt his soul.
It's hurt his soul.
Yeah.
Poor Matt. All right, Rapchuk gets it out over Rufino's stick. Rapchuk to Lee. That puck's out. Lund chips it back. But Dixon's going to take that puck, send it over. No icing. Stepped over the red line. Queensland McMahon to Rapchuk. Rapchuk to Dixon. Dixon sends it in. McMahon will chase in. Yes, they need to get it out of their zone here.
Yeah,
5 minutes 40.
Now's the time that they really need to produce here, South Australia, to get back in this game.
They need a goal. They
do.
need a goal within the next sort of 45 seconds, I think, if they're
I was
gonna.
going to say 30
if
seconds.
they're gonna comfortably want to, have any chance of getting back in this game. Rufino sends it out. She gives it to Eris. Eris skates it in. Eris, she doesn't get the shot away. And Queensland will send that down the ice. Yep, they'll call it. It was deflected off somebody, but they'll say that was still an icing. So, face off in Queensland zone. 4 minutes 59 remaining. 5-1. Queensland over SA.
Well, you just spoke about South Australia needing to get a goal within 45 seconds. So that was 30 seconds ago. So they've got 15 seconds and they've got a face-off in the offensive end. So let's see if they can produce something here.
Let's see what they can do. They're getting a bit of a warning from referee Paul for making a change late. Puck's out. Queensland have got the puck out. SA couldn't get any shots on during that possession. Puck's back in SA's zone. Chipped forward by SA. Gavin. Gavin chasing in. West, that's chipped out. Eris is on defense at the moment.
Yeah, the last shift she was on the defense too.
Well, that's interesting, and Gavin's playing up forward.
Yeah, done a little bit of a swap there.
4 minutes 11 remaining in the game. There's about 700 people in the rink right now. Amelia, we've got all teams from all states and their parents. There's 504 competitors, that's being coaches and players, and then probably about 250 parents and supporters. So it's going to be about 750 people here for the closing ceremonies, because it's also the opening ceremonies for the Ginsburg 13U and the Tange 17U tournaments that will start immediately, within minutes after the gold medal game finishes here. An epic week of hockey here at the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good feedback, so I'm just going to throw it out there. It's well done to you and Suze for what you've done.
Thank you, and all the volunteers. Big effort, but first time ever done in Australia. And to have all championships together, and it's been quite the success. There's a whistle on the play. It looks like there's going to be
behind the play.
Yeah, behind the play. It looks like holding from Lund. A little bit of words there. Linesman will separate the two of them. 3 minutes 29 remaining, 5-1. Interesting, SA has outshot Queensland now, 18-16.
Yeah, sort of at the start of the period, they were struggling to get out of the defensive end, and then they had that, a little bit of time, which all those wraparounds that I guess ended up being some shot counts on them, but they really needed to convert on that.
Okay, Queensland trying to keep that puck in. And they've got a PK here. We need to ice this puck. Queensland looking for another power play goal. 3 minutes 11. Gavin. Oh. Langevin has the net's come off. She's hurt herself. As she skated past, she's actually pitchforked, I think, her own stick into the net.
Yeah.
It's got caught in the netting, and it's kind of just sort of sent her down, but it's also pulled the net off.
Yeah. Stick ended up flinging over into the corner as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. It's pretty. She looks a little sore. It was a pretty
Look,
fair effort.
At least you want it to be the net because the net moves. If it's against the boards, that is painful.
That is painful. Queensland win the draw. SA, they'll ice the puck. Here goes Langevin. And Mahoney lifts the stick. Mahoney. Battling with Langevin. She gets it in front, and they're on the PK. They're deep. They, want that other goal, but Mouthlander went past the net.
It was a blind pass, but you got to hope that your team's going to be there because you never know. When this kind of time's left in the game, you've got to try anything you can.
So Watts fires the puck wide. Lee will chase down back. Not icing. There's a penalty still. 45 seconds remaining in that penalty. And that'll be sent back down the ice to kill more time on the penalty. 32 seconds. Puck's up to the point. It's kept in by Holub. Rapchuk, we've got some tired bodies.
Yeah.
This puck is being slapped back and forth. 4 passes. Trying not to skate. Their legs are burning. They're exhausted. There's a minute 36. 6 seconds left in the penalty. SA have done well to kill this penalty. It's even strength now. 5-on-5. Minute 26 in the game. And McMahon will get the puck over. The puck will be sent down by Barber. A little bit of scrum there. SA will get the puck out. Here goes Harris. Harris is going to get a shot. No, Powell's going to stop that. 53 seconds. McMahon. That's sent down the ice by. That'll be icing by Barber. Yeah, it was. Her stick. I've got a pretty good line of sight of this red line. I'm actually right on the red line, and that puck was behind the red line. So that is an icing. That was a good call by the linesman.
She's dropped her head back, but I purely think that's because she just wanted to change, and she can't now.
We can see out of our eye here that we've got the leg of Grace Duffy bandaged up. She's leaving the first aid room. It's in a splint. It looks like they're heading off to the hospital. I dare say that's potentially a broken leg. 34 seconds left in the game. 34 seconds. SA battling. Martin gets up to Gavin. Mahoney has it. She's going to take it back in. One last burst, 21 seconds. And she puts it in front for Brown. Brown didn't ever stick on the ice. Here goes Martin. Martin skating with it. Brown backs checks her. She gives a pass to Langevin. 6 seconds. 2, 1, and that is game. And Queensland win the gold medal of the Stephanie Boxall National Championship over South Australia. And cheers all around. Well, I think Queensland deserves that win there, Mel, not only today, but for the whole tournament, all week long. They've been outstanding.
Yeah, they have.
They've been fantastic.
Yep.
Not a lot to pick on there. They've done everything well. So
Yep.
We're going to immediately, teams are going to start coming onto the ice for the ceremonies. So Amelia's going to take off. She's going to go help out with the ceremonies, and I'm going to stay up here and I'm going to commentate who wins the medals and the awards.
All right, thanks for having me.
No worries. I'm going to take a little pause while we wait for the teams to get onto the ice, but we'll come back to my voice as soon as we start handing out the awards.
referees, thank you, Zebras. Most importantly, all of our volunteers and everybody that's here to help out. I don't want to miss anyone. Jess, thank you, love your work. Who else have I got? IHA board members, you guys, none of this happens without all of you. Thank you. All right, scorers, thank you, ladies. They've been up there 13 hours a day, every day. Make some noise for our scorers. The timekeepers, same thing, states. All the guys that have come through the penalty box, the volunteers, not the players that have sat the penalties. That's less exciting. Medics and volunteers over there. All of our commentators. Eric's revolving door of colour commentators.
You've all been amazing, and we're only halfway there yet. Man, that's a lot of hockey players. All teams, keep coming, guys. I know it's a bottleneck. Allons-y. It's French, but let's go. Because I'm going to keep talking, and you might miss out on some awards, and nobody wants that. I'll take them home, put them on my mantelpiece. Come on, guys. Don't do that. That's why I didn't want to wear the good shoes. I was going to wear the sneakers and I almost died. I'm glad you guys caught that. That's going to last forever. Remember that year that Jake really died on the ice? That's today. All right, guys. Do it quietly. Thanks, guys. Don't make me do the school teacher thing, because I will. Everyone watching, please. Eyes this way, please.
All right, we're back for the closing championships and opening championships. Sorry, the closing ceremony and opening ceremony. Closing ceremony for the DeFries and the Boxall, and opening ceremony for the Ginsberg and the Tange for this championship. I will be here and I will let you know who has won the awards. We've got Nathan Walker from the St. Louis Blues helping out with the handing of awards and dropping of the puck to open the next tournament, as well as Linda Holt, silver Olympic Paralympian shot putter.
Shot put. She's a member of the Newcastle North Stars Paris-led hockey team and is aiming to one day represent Australia at World Championships. Love that. Love your work. All right. We will now present, with my million bits of paper, the Most Valuable Player Award for each team for the Kurt DeFries tournament. First, from the ACT, Aiden Byrne.
So we have got from Kurt DeFries, ACT Most Valuable Player, Aiden Byrne.
From New South Wales, Aiden Downey.
From New South Wales, Aiden Downey.
Careful, Aiden. Ice is slippery. I know what I speak. Okay, guys, Guys, we need you to stay over here for photo time once you get your awards. I should have mentioned that. From Queensland, Sammy Rippon.
From Queensland, Sammy Rippon.
Come on, Sammy. Oh, yeah, and Aiden, can you come back over here, please? Mr. Byrne, bring your award. Shuffle back over. All right, Sammy Rippon. Where's Sammy? Sammy Rippon from Queensland. I was vague. My apologies. Yeah. All right, from South Australia, Riley Knapp.
From South Australia, Riley Knapp.
From Victoria, Dylan Adams.
From Victoria,
Dylan Adams from Victoria.
Declan Adams.
Declan Adams, maybe. This looks like two L's. My apologies. Went too fast on that one. From Western Australia, Madden Kenzel.
From Western Australia, Madden Kenzel.
All right, over this way, bud. Over here. We're collecting you all. It's like Pokemon. We're trying to get all of you. Okay, up next, we have the AIHL Best and Fairest Award. Goes to the MVP who has shown the most sportsmanship throughout the tournament. The award for DeVries, and they also get the Skaters Network gift card valued at $350. Thank you to Skaters for that one. Goes to Madden Kenzel.
And AIHL Best and Fairest for
That's
most
Haney, you're already
sportsmanship.
over
The
here.
MVP with who shows the most sportsmanship is Madden Kenzel.
I'm working down the sheet. All right, up next. Okay, now we've got the most valuable player award for each team from the Boxall
Most valuable
tournament.
player now for
From the
Boxall.
ACT, Ebony Brunt.
From ACT, Ebony Brunt.
Love your work, Ev. Yep, over this way, Ev. Left. All right, from New South Wales, the one, the only, Samantha Payne.
From New South Wales, Samantha Payne.
Come on, Sam. Apparently. From Queensland, Amanda Dixon.
From Queensland, Amanda Dixon.
From South Australia, Alana Holub.
From South Australia,
Alana Holub.
Elena
I may
Holub.
not have said it clear enough. There's a lot of noise. From Victoria, Minran Yang.
From Victoria, Minran Yang.
From WA, Abby Webb.
From WA, Abby Webb.
Okay, the actual AIHL Best and Fairest Award from this group goes to Ebony Brunt.
And the AIHL Best and Fairest Award goes to Ebony Brunt. The MVP with the
Over here, everybody, you get another one.
the MVP with shows the most sportsmanship.
I keep telling people you're good, and now you got some awards to show. All right, now on to the individual awards for the freeze players. Best goalkeeper of the tournament from South Australia, Riley Knapp.
Best goaltender for the Freeze from South Australia goes to Riley Knapp.
Best defenseman from South Australia, Mickey Noddle.
Best defenseman going from South Australia, Mickey Noddle.
The top point scorer, coming as a surprise to absolutely no one, from New South Wales, Hugo Arps.
Top point scorer, Hugo Arps.
I've said your name a lot this week. Okay.
Now the individual awards for Boxall.
Okay. And now the individual awards for the Boxall tournament. Best goalkeeper from Western Australia, Sasha King.
Best goalkeeper for Boxall from Western Australia, Sasha King.
All right, best defender from Queensland, Katrina Rapchak.
Best defenseman from Queensland, Katrina Rapchak.
All right. Top point scorer. Again, from Queensland, Courtney Mahoney.
Top points for the tournament for Boxall goes to Courtney Mahoney.
All right. The team with the least penalties is awarded the Fair Play Trophy. This year, the
Fair
award
Play Trophy goes to the team with the least penalties in the round robin.
goes to
For
the
DeFries,
ACT. Can we please have the ACT DeFries captain?
ACT
And
DeFries.
the award. And the award.
For Boxall, for least penalties,
Boxall's tournament, the team with the least amount of penalties. And if we could please have the team captain come forward. Victoria.
from Victoria. We're now going to get into the medals and the trophies for the teams. So third place for DeFries is WA.
All right, can we get
For silver is SA and gold is New South Wales. And for Boxall, the bronze medal will go to ACT, the silver will go to SA, and the gold will go to Queensland. That will be the end of me and my commentating. Eric Brooks on the line if he wants to continue to commentate. We will continue to show the processions on the screen. So Eric, if you wanted to continue to commentate, or you know, we can just let the video show the teams getting their medals and that. But I'm going to step out. I've got another tournament to get prepared for. So thanks very much for coming on board, Eric, and good luck in commentating your next game.
Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, everybody. Photos being taken of all the award winners for the DeFries and Boxall tournaments. Thank you to Dawn Watt, one of the busiest people in the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium, running 4 tournaments at the same time. So congratulations to all the teams in the DeFries and the Boxall tournaments. We're about to have the medal presentations for both competitions.
Western Australia, DeFries team, come on up. Fantastic effort, guys. Grab a medal, say good day.
So receiving their bronze medals, the DeFries team from Western Australia. The DeFries tournament for under 15 players. Many of them also playing in the Ginsberg under 13 competitions. Quite a few players playing up in the older age group. South Australia DeFries now about to receive their silver medals.
Ladies and gentlemen, your silver medalists, South Australia. You guys can make more noise than that. I've heard you do it all day. Go again. 1, 2, 3, go! Right, you're saving it for the gold, and that's okay. Thank you. Love your work. All right, joining the queue. Can we please get
So the
gold medalist from
silver
DeFreeze,
medal
New
to South
Wales.
Australia
Make your way
for
up.
the
Join the
DeFreeze.
back of the queue. They'll make some
And
noise
now
for
the gold medalist will come out for the DeFreeze competition. Undefeated during the entire competition, New South Wales, they'll be led by Hugo Arp. That will be the next team receiving their gold medals. To win 7 games in comprehensive fashion. Excellent achievement by everyone involved in ice hockey in New South Wales, especially the DeFreeze coaching staff,
Come and get your gold medals.
parents and players. A lot of preparation and a lot of hard hockey over the last few days here at the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. Just the final medals being handed out to the silver medalists for South Australia.
Come on, New South Wales. Come on now, I'll take all the medals home myself.
And now the gold medals will be handed out to the New South Wales DeFreeze U15 to be led by Hugo Arps.
New South Wales.
So each player taking the opportunity to shake hands with the official party. As I mentioned a little bit earlier, a lot of these players in these under 15 competition can also play in the under 13 Ginsberg, which starts this afternoon. Handshakes all round.
All right.
This will be followed up by the medals for the women's Boxall division.
Your bronze medals.
So the bronze medalist for the Boxall women's competition will be the ACT. Very much the underdogs of that particular tournament, that they came through and they got an excellent win in the bronze medal game this morning. They'll be led out by Lucy York.
From the ACT.
So the bronze medal in the Boxall to ACT. Special shout out to goalie Emma Moonen. Picked up her second shutout of the tournament this morning in the bronze medal game.
South Australia, can you please come up, join the queue, get some shiny new bling. South Australia Boxall, make your
A
way
lot
up.
of players from New South Wales being loaned to ACT. Now they will be followed by the silver medalist for the Boxall women's division, South Australia. They'll be led by Captain Caitlin Mulhana. So Caitlin Mulhana, the captain of South Australia, about to receive the first of the silver medals for the South Australian Boxall women's team.
Come and get your medals, Queensland. Your winners. Come on, girls. Up
Big
the top.
cheer for Queensland as Queensland join the queue.
Make some noise.
So congratulations to South Australia. They put up a hard fight to Queensland in that gold medal game. They've been a great team all tournament. Very close, the Boxall tournament in general. There were 5 shootouts across the competition, including a series of 3 games where all 3 games went to shootout. So congratulations to South Australia, the silver medalist for the Boxall competition. And now led by alternate captain Courtney Mahoney, the Queensland Boxall team for 2024 will shortly receive their gold medals. Queensland at the start of this tournament, they were actually ranked 5th in this tournament, and they've come to receive the gold medal. Courtney Mahoney first in the line. So each player will receive their gold medal. In a very hard-fought series, Queensland. They were undefeated in regulation for the entire tournament. The only time that they lost in a shootout was to New South Wales on Monday afternoon, and that ended up, of course, being a 1-0 result. So congratulations to Queensland, the Boxall Championship winners for 2024. Imogen Perry on screen and Captain Abby Brown now on screen, shaking hands with the official party. The Queensland coaching staff receiving their medals.
Could we please have all teams turn and face the flag for the playing of the national anthem?
So we're about to pause for the playing of the Australian national anthem. The anthem has been played over the loudspeakers at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium, and lots of singing on the ice and off the ice of the Australian national anthem, while we have basically every team in the tournament, it seems like, on the ice and in the arena. That is the time coming up now for the presentation of the trophies. So coming up and receiving the Kurt de Vries Championship Trophy is Hugo Arps on behalf of New South Wales. So the Kurt de Vries Trophy heads over towards New South Wales. Big celebration by the New South Wales team there at centre ice. And coming up to receive the Boxall Championship Trophy, Abby Brown, the captain of Queensland. So Abby Brown will take the trophy, the Boxall Trophy Shield, over to the Queensland team. And they celebrate around their leader. So congratulations to Queensland, the Boxall champions for 2024, and New South Wales, the de Vries champions for 2024.
I would now like to call the captain of Queensland and South Australia Ginsberg teams
to come forward for ceremonial puck drop to open the Ginsberg Championships. Please welcome Nathan Walker back to the ice to drop the puck. Queensland and South Australian Ginsberg captains, please.
So ceremonial puck drop for our next game that will be coming up shortly between Queensland and South Australia. Nathan Walker drops the puck. Fist bumps all round. So 2 tournaments complete. Boxall won by Queensland. DeFries won by New South Wales. Now we move on to Tange for U18 and Ginsberg for U13. So that is it for the opening ceremony for the Tange and the Ginsberg, and the closing ceremony for Boxall and DeFries. Okay, so the next game coming up soon will be on a new stream, and that will be coming up in a few moments. We have to get all these players off the ice, and then there will be an ice cut. Thank you very much for watching. Congratulations to all of the teams. I've been Eric Brook on behalf of Dawn Watt and the entire Thought Fox media crew and all the volunteers here at the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you for the next game. Bye for now.